Good morning, class. Today I will be asking you guys trivia questions. But before we get started, William, I need to speak to you in Mr. Oberg's office about what you did the other night. As for the rest of you, think about trivia questions I am going to give you. I will be right back. William, come with me right now.
Sit down right now. Thank you. Mr. Strikeback and myself saw your mother's video about you lighting your homework on fire, and she asks to have a long and serious talk with you about it today. William, answer us when we ask you a question like this. Why did you light your homework on fire?
Because the homework said that I have to know how to do the problems in scientific notation. And I tried asking my mom for help, but she wouldn't help me at all. William, notations are scientific. And how you handle your homework was very childish and immature. Mr. Oberg and I have seen other videos of you not only lighting your homework on fire, but also flushing it down the toilet. And both flushing homework down the toilet and lighting it on fire is a very bad thing to do because it could cause your house to be on fire. Your mother almost called the fire department because there was smoke coming out of it as you put the fire out.
As for your punishment, you will be staying after school like you always do. But I am going to have Mr. Strikeback give you another fresh copy of that science homework for you to work on together joining your after-school detention.
But not only will we work on that science homework together, I will give you tons of homework for you to do over the weekend. Do not light paper on fire or flush paper down the toilet again. Is that understood? Yes, sir. Good, thank you. Now let's go back to class. Mr. Oberg, thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure. I hope things turn out well, and I hope your entire class learns how to behave themselves.
Yeah, me too. Come on. All right, class. That's all out of the way. I will now be asking you guys some trivia questions. Snowy, what was the first episode of SpongeBob SquarePants?
Texas/Walking Small.
Nope. The correct answer is Help Wanted, Reef Blower, and Tea at the Treato. That's it. Get to Mr. Oberg's office right now. You're such an. Mr. Strikeback. Am I? No, I am a great teacher.
Are you really indeed? You just took William to the principal's office, and because of what he did to his homework the other night, but only now, you sent Snowy to the principal's office all because he got a question wrong.
I agree with Leo and June, Mr. Strikeback. How many times do we have to say this? Getting a question wrong is not a reason to send someone to the principal's office.
Do you hear those wise words coming out of my wife's mouth?
Yes, I do. And how many times do I need to tell you? Getting a question wrong in my book. You are sent to Mr. Oberg's office. Dora, Little Bill, Leo, and June. For telling me that I didn't have to send Snowy or William to the office. All four of you have won yourselves a trip to Mr. Oberg's office along with Snowy. Get the out of my classroom right now.
Seriously? You have now sent Leo, June, Dora, and Little Bill to the principal's office along with Snowy. If you sent me, Annie, Kylan, Pablo, Tyrone, Jaden, William, Chick Hicks or even Jesse to the office again, Annie and I will get Rocket to run you over.
I agree with Quincy. You are nothing but a sick, mean and gruesome teacher who loves to punish students for fun. And Dora is right. You are a waste of our summer. Good thing you lost height, but you are still sending students to the principal's office for fun. These punishments need to stop now.
Eric Strikeback, get your lazy butt into my office right now. What the heck is all this I hear about you sending students to my office all for getting questions wrong?
Mr. Oberg, let me explain. You know how I am the summer school teacher during the summer and how I am the detention teacher during the school year? Well, I always thought getting questions wrong was the only way to keep students in their place.
Well, that is not your job. If students get questions incorrect, your job was supposed to gently correct them, not send them to my office for it. And it's also your job to make sure your students behave.
Mr. Oberg, what you told me was extremely fabricated. I did make sure students behave by not talking, sleeping, listening to music, daydreaming, chewing gum, humming, burping or farting. Can't you see that?
No, you aren't. You're only making yourself and your job worse by sending students to my office for getting questions incorrect. And sending students to an administrator's office is only a regular teacher's job, not a detention teacher. A detention teacher's job is to notify the students' parents and back up in detention, not send them to an administrator's office. For this, I am going to have to fire you as a summer school teacher. I will be teaching the students in summer school for the rest of today, and when they come in on Monday, they will have a brand new and a nicer teacher instead of someone like you. Get the out of this building right now, and don't you dare come back until the regular school year starts after Labor Day.
But,
No. Just get the frick out now.
wow 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 wow.
As for the rest of you, Dora, Little Bill, Leo, and June, I appreciate the four of you telling me what really happened with Mr. Strikeback. You four better head back to class. I will meet you guys there later on to tell the rest of your class about Mr. Strikeback.
When Mr. Oberg came in to talk to the kids about the teacher situation.
Okay, summer schoolers, I just fired Mr. Strikeback from his summer school teaching job, so I will be your teacher for the rest of today since there are no other adults in the building besides me, and when you guys come in on Monday, you're going to have a brand new teacher. Does anyone have questions, comments, or concerns?
Mr. Oberg, I have a question.
Yes, Jaden, what is it?
Where's Snowy?
That's a good question, Jaden. You see, I sent Snowy home early for today, but you will hear the news that I shared with the rest of you on Monday when the new teacher come in and replaces Mr. Strikeback. Does anyone have any questions? No questions. All right then, let's get into your after-school detention. Since it is now 1 p.m., I will make sure you guys study for your history exam next Friday, and I will tell a new teacher that you guys will have a history exam next Friday. I will be in my office if any of you guys need me. Please use the time to study for your upcoming exam next Friday.